Welcome to Sundry News for Monday, July 27th. A little late, as has become quite usual. Starting with the Daily Wire, Walmart Home Depot won't enforce face mask rules following violent confrontations. And while I don't endorse said violent confrontations, I am not opposed to them not enforcing the tyrannical and fascist rules. So there's that. Rioters torch Justice Center construction site in Seattle, attack stores at apartment complex, and hit store owners. Updated. So basically, rioters are trying to destroy the world. And they're being allowed to do it. Man at Black Lives Matter event in Colorado allegedly fires at Jeep that was allegedly fleeing incident. Texas driver kills Black Lives Matter protester who may have aimed AK-47 at him, police say. What was the incident that the Jeep was allegedly fleeing? It's never good when these rioters, yes, rioters, get up on the highway and start harassing people in cars. That's not good for anybody. Oh look, that Jeep has a flat tire. Wonder how that happened. Could it possibly be that somebody shot at it? And yes, the dude died. Because he was in Texas and he carried a gun in a threatening manner. That is, it was not slung over his back. It was in front of him. He was holding it. He carried it over to a car that was, at the time, I believe, being harassed by other rioters. And the dude happened to have a gun in the car with him, so he protected himself. Watch. Enraged woman maces couple picnicking who weren't wearing masks. I heard about this just today. She wasn't, they weren't near her. She went to them. She put herself close to them so that she could attack them because she felt that she was being victimized by their masklessness while they were eating. Yeah. So stupid. Mnuchin explains decision to scale back federal unemployment. We're not going to use taxpayer money to pay people to stay home. Excellent. Very good way to put that. Very good. Very happy with that. There's some ads. Thank you to the Daily Wire. Moving on now to the Daily Yahoo. Misogynistic lawyer who killed judge's son had list of possible targets. The list, found after the lawyer committed suicide, had more than a dozen names, including 3 other judges and 2 doctors. Well, that sounds like a very good cover-up. And, okay, why the misogynistic part? Where exactly does that come in? Were those dozen names all women or something? If he was so misogynistic and wanted to kill women, though, why did he not kill the female judge? Why did he just kill her son, a man, and shoot her husband, another man? This is extremely convenient. How exactly did he commit suicide? Did he happen to shoot himself in the back of the head? Kate Middleton felt she didn't have much in common with Meghan Markle and never pursued a deep friendship. Well, that makes sense. I mean, she's from some fancy British family, right? And Meghan Markle's an American actress. A new excerpt from Finding Freedom details just how distant Meghan and Kate were as colleagues and family outside work. CDC warns of a rapidly growing salmonella outbreak amid more than 200 reported infections. On Friday, the CDC reported that a total of 212 people from 23 states have been infected with salmonella, with a total of 31 hospitalizations. Wouldn't it be nice if something like this could distract us from the whole COVID shit? Exclusive. Alibaba, Jack Ma, summoned by Indian court on former employee's complaint. An Indian court has summoned Alibaba and its founder Jack Ma in a case in which a former employee in India says he was wrongfully fired after objecting to what he saw as censorship and fake news on company apps. Documents seen by Reuters showed. Okay. UN says thousands of anti-Pakistan militants in Afghanistan. A UN report says more than 6,000 Pakistani insurgents are hiding in Afghanistan, most belonging to the outlawed Pakistani Taliban group responsible for attacking Pakistani military and civilian targets. The report released this week said the group, known as the Tehreek-e-Taliban, TTP, has linked something so-and-so. Well, go in and get them. Or does Afghanistan not extradite? Maybe they should start. Woman speaks out after friend poisoned her by lacing her coffee with drugs. A friend? Denise Smith, 66, from Chatham, it's probably Chatham, from Chatham, Kentucky, has spoken out over her friend, Christopher Connolly, trying to poison her after she refused to buy him a video game? How old is this friend? What? Wait, why is Yahoo News UK reporting on something happening in Kentucky? Okay, this is too confusing. How old is the friend? A woman has spoken out for the first time after her friend poisoned her by lacing her coffee with a lethal cocktail of drugs because she wouldn't buy him a video game. Denise Smith, 66, ended up being rushed to hospital after becoming ill, prompting Christopher Connolly, who had moved in with her, to confess to police that he had been poisoning her. So this was more than once. Connolly was jailed for 4 years in April after he pleaded guilty to attempting to cause grievous bodily harm with intent at Maidstone Crown Court. The court heard that he had become vengeful after Smith refused to buy him a PlayStation game he wanted for his 28th birthday in December 2018. Connolly, now 29, so a very young friend. For some reason, this over 60-year-old woman and this 28-year-old guy were friends, and he was living with her. Okay. Started lacing the sweetener for her coffee with a concoction of crushed-up painkillers, antidepressants, and pills for anxiety and sleep disorders. Oh, that's a good doggy. Smith from Chatham, Kentucky, started suffering from dizziness, confusion, and extreme fatigue, and eventually became so ill that she was rushed to Medway Hospital in Kent. Oh. Okay. It's Kent, not Kentucky. That makes sense. See, there was a period after it on the email, so I thought it was short for Kentucky, and I'm pretty sure there probably is a Chatham. But I'm guessing in the UK, maybe it's Chatham, whatever, where she spent 2 days recovering but still suffers from memory loss and insomnia. Speaking about her ordeal for the first time, charity shop worker Smith said, "Christopher took advantage of me in the worst way possible. He was a lost young man. All I ever tried to do was help him out. He was bitter because I hadn't been able to get him the PlayStation game that he asked for. His revenge was to drug my coffee, knowing full well, as most of my mates do, I have at least 10 cups a day. Well, that's not healthy. You're killing yourself. I was in a permanent state of groggy confusion for the weeks he was drugging me. It got worse and worse until I was bedbound. He kept saying I wasn't to worry, as he was there to take care of me, but he could have killed me. My memory is damaged now for life. I have insomnia and dreadful flashbacks. It makes me sick to think of what he did to me. He was supposed to be my best friend." if you... Okay. Whatever. The pair first crossed paths after becoming neighbors in Chatham, whatever. In 2014, unemployed Connolly offered to look after Smith's dog while she was at work, and the pair became friends, with Smith regularly cooking meals for him. The 66-year-old said she felt she was a calming influence in his life, but everything changed when she was unable to buy him the PlayStation game Red Dead Redemption for his 20th birthday on 21st of December 2018. Christopher sulked for weeks after I told him I couldn't afford the game, she said. Oh my goodness. I thought it was ridiculous, but as he wasn't on good terms with his family, I did feel a bit sorry for him, as I knew he wouldn't most likely get much at all. I gave him the benefit of the doubt about it. I had also invited him around to mine for Christmas that year. I stocked up the fridge with all our favorite foods, and even let him stay around at my flat for a few days. On 21st of December 2018, Connolly began spiking Smith's coffee with a mixture of crushed panko, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jeez. What is wrong with that guy? He never grew up, apparently. New podcast episode with Sam Adegoke from his show Dynasty. Listen to Yahoo and the GeneCo Foundation's new podcast, Stories, with all these celebrities and their stories sent in by people so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. What's hot? Yahoo search. Trending now, Dove Cameron, Heather Locklear, coronavirus back at number 3. What are they playing at? Teams, Microsoft, Yale Eisenstadt, Buy Car Insurance, Michelle McNamara, Hilaria Baldwin, Carhartt Clothing, Medicare Plan G. Okie dokie.